Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Hey, it's Bring It in the House podcast show where we spotlight musicians, entertainers, artists, and leaders. Get your meal. We have a great meal for you tonight. Unfortunately, Miss Connie Morgan will not be with us tonight. She was our special guest, the editor of AMPS, Texas, AMPS, Louisiana magazines. But that's okay. We'll go on and we'll be celebrating 1 year, looking back, doing a replay of the episode that aired last year during Black History Month. Miss Cheryl Shake was our guest. We're going to take a look at that. But before we get started, this is Black History Month. This is Valentine's Day, and we will be doing a Black History trivia question. So stick around. We got some prizes for you. Okay. All righty. Without further ado, let's look back with filmmaker, actress, and so much more. A year ago, we spoke with Miss Cheryl Shack. Let's take a look at that right now. Here we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. We got another great edition of Bring It in the House podcast show where we spotlight musicians, entertainers, artists, and leaders. Get your meal. And we got a nice meal for you tonight. I'm talking about a lady who wears multiple hats. We're going to find out so much about her. First of all, she's an actress, a film producer, and so much more. Let's give it up for Miss Cheryl Shake. Woo! Hi, Cheryl. You still with us? We can't hear you. Oh, Cheryl. Oh, did we lose a connection? Hello,
I'm with
Cheryl.
you. I'm with you. Hey.
There you go. Yay. Miss Cheryl Shake is with us tonight. She's on the East Coast and I'm down south in the Central Standard Time. Bring it in the house. And of course, she is, like I said, a film producer and actress. Cheryl, as we open up the show, tell us where you're from and represent your hood.
I'm from Norfolk, Virginia, the East Coast. How y'all doing tonight? I'm so excited to be
Hey,
up here with Miss Millie Mill. She
thank
invited
you so
me, and I'm
much.
so grateful and I'm so humble.
Thank you so much, Cheryl. I know you have a busy schedule and you took time out of your schedule just to, spend some time with us. And so we thank you so much for tuning in. So,
Yeah.
Cheryl, now you're from the Virginia, the East Coast area. What school did you graduate from? High school or college, either one?
I graduated from Lake Taylor High School in Norfolk, Virginia, and I graduated from Norfolk State University, home of the Spartans, Behold the Green and Gold, and also
Okay.
Liberty University in Lynchburg, Virginia.
All right. You got people bringing already coming in and tuning in to you. Now, Cheryl, you, like I said, we talked earlier, you got a lot of hats. You're a counselor, social worker, actress, film producer, and you founded your own nonprofit organization. How do you do it all, Cheryl? How do you
Yeah,
do
with the
all
help
of
of the
this?
Lord, with
Yes, that
God's
is so
help.
true. That
Hmm.
is so true. We can't do anything without him. Lot to do. And aren't you happy? Aren't you glad he did?
Yes, I am. I really am.
Yes. So
Grateful.
how did it all start? Which career end did you begin first? Was it the counseling or the social working or the acting?
Um, I always wanted to be an actress as a child, but
Mhm.
I worked at this shipyard. Went to college, dropped out of college, experienced the life with drugs, and I think that would lead me to being a counselor. Um,
Okay.
that's I'm gonna be transparent about that. My daughter always say to me, "Mom, you have to say that all the time, but tell everybody your story." But I feel like sometimes I help people whose family
Hmm.
might be going through a struggle with somebody who's suffering with mental illness or addiction. And I think that is not taught about enough in our community. So that's what led me to counseling, just being able to meet people where they are and being in their shoes and know if I could do it, anybody could do it. So
That's
counseling
it.
would be my first step. Mhm.
Counseling, and you do, I just hearing you speak and this little time I've spent with you, I can tell you're very good at counseling because you have a very warm heart, very warm spirit. Yes.
I do. Thank you.
Yeah. And you're so welcome. And so after you started with the counseling, did that lead to social work?
Well, my bachelor's in social work and my master's is in counseling. So, basically, you're kind of like one of the same, but I've
Hmm.
always been a helper and a giver, throughout my
Yes.
life. My grandmother raised me, and she just taught us to be kind to people. And that
Yes.
sometimes it's to a fault. I help a little bit too much. I got my
Yeah.
clients, they call me, excuse me, they got me calling me all through the night. Miss
Yeah.
Shirley, I need this, I need that. They ask for the most craziest things ever. But I always do what I can do and give what I can give.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And I
Mhm.
can relate to that, Cheryl. So, but when you said sometimes you share and give too much, sometimes to a fault, I get it. We overextend ourselves, and then it becomes overwhelming sometimes. But God
Yes,
has a
it
way of
does.
restoring us. He really
Hmm.
does.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can't
Yeah.
change who you are, your DNA, your makeup, your that's just you. You try to have discernment, when helping people. But if that's your core being, it's kind of hard to say, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that. But it's
It
just
is.
natural. Yeah.
Yeah. It just comes natural. There's that innate ability that God placed in us. And they say it's nothing we can do about it. We just have
Yeah.
to kind of learn how to manage it. I think that's,
Exactly.
yeah, part of
Yeah.
our responsibility with our giftings. We have to learn how to manage it and learn how to execute it properly. So,
Mhm.
yeah. So, and then you went on to, now, when did you discover that you had that bug for acting?
Well, like I said, always had it for a child. My little crazy goddaughter, she started watching Tubi movies. She asked me had I ever heard of it. I said, no, I'm not. So I watched Plug Love with Murder Payne. I
Uh-huh.
watched that, then they kept coming on back to back, back to back. I said, you know what, this might be a lane for me.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna start emailing or DMing all the film producers, directors, producers. Let me talk with them and let me know my story. And that was my passion. And that's how I started. So I did a few extra roles.
Okay. Hello, guys. Can y'all see me? I don't know if you can see me. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show. I'm bringing in the house. We're having some technical difficulties tonight, but that's okay. We'll keep going. This is Black History Month. Yeah, I hope you guys can see me okay. We're live. Somebody send me a comment or something and let me know that you can see us or see me. We lost our footage there for a minute, but that's okay. Somebody hit me up and say, yes, we can see you because we lost a connection there for a minute. But happy Valentine's Day during Black History Month. And we are going to be doing our Black History trivia here shortly. But before we do that, I just want to make sure that everybody can see me. Let me check on my phone and see if we're live on Facebook. Let's check it. Check it. Yeah, it looks like we're live. There we go. Hey, looks like we're back. Yeah, looks like we're back. We lost our viewers. God, please help us here. Having a hard time tonight. Yeah. Okay. It looks like we're still live. We're back. Sorry we lost that footage there. But our guest Connie didn't make it. Miss Connie Morgan of AMPS Magazine, AMPS Texas, AMPS Louisiana. But happy Valentine's Day, Black History Month. Let me put that on there. We got a Black History trivia coming up. Trivia question. So get your answers prepared because I got a question for you. This is a chance for you to win a prize. Black History during Black History Month. We're going to try to do this during the entire month of February. So, yeah. Yay. Somebody just sent me a heart. Well, thank you so much for the heart. Heart you back. There you go. Ta-da. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah. We'll see if we can get her back on. We were in the middle here.
Writer and my director. So you have to start with that
Just
first. Yeah.
oh wow!
Yes.
I
Yeah.
saw her. I saw her on Facebook. I believe Denise was telling me. Okay, so that's the connection between you and her. She wrote the movie.
And she
Okay,
directed it.
and directed it. Congratulations! That is so wonderful.
Yeah.
And when did you guys start the production?
We started. We filmed October the 11th through the 18th. 8 days. 10th through the 18th. 8 days. But
That's
I
not
was
bad.
in pre-production. Way before that. You know. Like I said, employing all these people, getting my ducks in a row, reaching out, asking, would you be in my film? And like I said, I had, mostly all yeses, maybe a few
Mm-hmm.
no's that didn't know me, but I was fortunate to come up with a great cast. Had help. Dewan Ford helped me. Nunu Thurman helped me with my cast. Tiffany Trill helped me with my cast. So, yeah. hmm
That
I had
is
some
so
help.
wonderful. I see why the that photo that you were speaking of, it didn't upload because it's not in a JPEG form. So what I'm gonna
Oh,
have to
okay.
do, that's what stopped it
Oh, it's
from
okay.
get to. We'll get it. While
hmm
you're talking, I'll be I'll be putting it together. Yeah, we would definitely get that in there. Okay. Yeah, so this is exciting. And you had told me off the set before we, started tonight that you also have another movie coming after this one, right? But you can't talk about that right now. Exactly right.
Right. That one is my screenwriter. She's almost finished with that one. I'm
Hmm.
excited about that. That's gonna be it's totally different from this one.
Yeah.
Totally different. So it'll be a different. I want to go a different route, and eventually I want to do reality about drugs. Uh, you know, something to help somebody too. Have a lot of
Yes.
shows out. Just reality about a bunch of little dramas. If I want to help somebody, recover.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I'm basically working on that.
Yeah. That is so
Mhm.
good, because we all need that support in some way. What advice do you give to someone who is really serious about recovering? What would you say? What's one of the first steps to recovery?
First step is admitting.
Just admitting.
Admitting you have a problem, admitting it, owning it, accepting it, and then reaching out for help. As long as you
Yeah,
can own it and admit it and know you got a problem, that's the first step to getting well.
yeah,
Gotta
yeah,
recognize it, gotta
yeah.
own it.
You can't
That's
be
the
in
first step.
denial.
Yeah,
You're
that's
really
great.
right.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good question too. Great question. I like that.
Thank
Mhm.
you. Thank you so much. Because I mean, it's just so many. I think sometimes we get embarrassed, and don't, afraid to reach out for help, and that's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your family gonna think?
Mhm.
Are you
Mhm.
gonna be blackballed, ridiculed, or looked down upon? Which that does happen. I've been
Mhm.
in there. I've been in those shoes. You have to
Yeah.
redeem yourself. You have to make amends. All that. Sometimes it takes years. Sometimes people never, make amends and never forget things that you go through. But everybody don't go through the same struggle. Everybody don't do the same thing. So, but yeah, it's a lifelong journey with recovery. It's every day. So it's always going to be a part of my story, a part of my life. So
Yes.
that's why I cherish it.
Yes. As you should. You should cherish it.
Hmm.
Because God, He's already put our journey is already in place for us. All we gotta do is just accept it and walk through it. That's what I think anyway.
Yeah.
Yes. What was your first acting role? Do you remember what character role you played?
Yeah, the first one I did here was a movie called Brooklyn with Louis Scrappy and
Really?
I can't the director. I know the director so well. I love him too. It was in Atlanta 2 years ago. For some
Uh-huh.
reason, the movie has not came out yet, and I'm like, when is it coming out? With it? So they still working on it. Sometimes I guess it takes time, but it was. I really enjoyed that film. It's called
Yes.
Brooklyn, like I said, and I was a neighbor of the little girls. Her mother was on drugs actually, and then I was addicted to pills, and so she was like, Miss Jones, shouldn't be doing that, this and that. But I'm trying to help them, and in return, she's trying to help me. So that was my first speaking role, and then the second one I had a couple of lines in, which just came out called Street Legal South.
Mm-hmm.
I just finished that up, so that's out now on Venmo. I'm in the second episode of that, and then of course I did a extra in Tears of a Hustler. I'm in the first episode of that. Those three. It's another movie I did too in Atlanta. I don't want to say the name of it. I don't like
Mm-hmm.
the name of it, but that's in production now. Some things you got to choose what you get into.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
I
but yeah,
understand. And
that's
you
that's
guys have an event going on tonight, don't you?
yes, I
Yeah.
do. There she is. She is the lead in my film, Tiffany Trill Scott. She plays Cinnamon and She Without Sin. And she came from Detroit to Virginia to host tonight to push the film, meet and greet, talk to some folks. And I'm just so honored that she came in town for me, for us.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, that is so wonderful. Guys, I am talking to the lovely and talented actress, film producer, Miss Cheryl Shake, and her movie She Without Sin is coming up. It will be released over the next few months on Tubi, so you don't want to miss it. Wow, I'm so honored. I get to hear of all this greatness coming my way, coming our way.
Yes.
So
Thank
yes,
you
this
so
is
much.
amazing. I'm
Mhm.
still working on getting that picture to you so we can
Yeah.
see that photo. Everybody will see it here in a minute. But I wanted to just ask you if you could, just kind of elaborate just a little bit more on your big break as an actress. Well, you kind of did already, but when
Yeah,
you
I mean, I think this movie right here would be my big break.
okay,
Actually, because like I said, let's say a bit extras or one line here, one line there. I think,
yeah,
like I said, I still have a lot of work to do. I'm a beginner actress. It's always good
mhm,
to take acting classes. I've taken two so far. one with Marquise Moore and another one with Jada Jones. And I got one coming up with DeJuan Ford and Nunu Thurman in April. So it's best to keep yourself abreast. And it's not, and it's not easy. I thought it was, but it's a job. It's not. It's a lot of stamina at my age. You know, you have to lower your lines. You have to watch your speed, Cheryl. You have to slow down because
I know.
fast. So all that stuff is, you know, watch your body language, different emotions that you need to do for each scene. It can't be like monotone. You have to change whatever, you know, the lines permit. So it's not an easy job, but I love it. I'm up for the task, and even at my age, I think it's never too late to follow your dreams. I'm telling you, I'm 63.
Yes.
And I'm just getting into this. So I want to encourage anybody out there. Anything you want to do, you can do it. If you can't do it, don't give up.
You can do it. Don't give up. You heard that, because no, I never would guess you 63, girl. Don't tell anyone. But
like
you just told us, but
whoever watching on live don't know I got it. Like I said, I got an event tonight, and I missed my hair appointment. I missed all these appointments, but when I get off this live, trust me, I'm going to get dolled up. I got my little makeup artist. I'm a shoot past her house and slap on a wig, and I'm going to be a different short shape at 10 o'clock.
Yes, you're going to look gorgeous. And see, I got that picture. Is that the picture you were talking about?
That's me and my daughter. That's Brandy.
That's Brandy. Oh, she is gorgeous. You have a beautiful daughter, just like her mom.
Only child. My only child right there.
Oh, yeah, she's very pretty, just like you.
Thank you.
Wow. And so she's got a busy mom. What does she think about all this? I know it's very exciting for her.
Oh, yes. She's behind me 100%. She cheers me on. She's so supportive. She always encourages me. She's an educator, so she's pushy. So she's gonna, you can do it, mom. You know, just do it. So yeah, she's very supportive. Yes, she is. I love her so much.
I know you do. That's your only one too. I know. I just have one daughter as well, so I know what it is.
I got a grandkids. I got 4 grandchildren.
Do you? I have one. I hope I get at least 4. One more, at least.
I got 4.
So what is, what drives you, Cheryl? You know, you got a lot of motivation, energy. What drives you so hard?
I think the things that I've been through.
Yeah.
I really do. Because right now I want to get my license to be a licensed professional counselor, and I want to get my doctorate degree. And I'm going to get it. So people are like, why you want another degree? Why you want it? Because I want it. I want to be Dr. Cheryl Nadine, Shake. So, and I'm going to do that. I mean, I just think the things that I've been through, although I will say that I grew up in a very, very nice home. So I can't blame anything on my upbringing. So I got to shout out to my parents and my grandparents. They raised me well. Sometimes you get with the wrong crowd, peer pressure, whatever. Not going to dwell too much on that. But what drives me is my past. My past drives me. To be honest, that's what drives me. Because to come what I came through, I always knew I was going to be great. I didn't know how I was going to get there. I didn't know what path, but I always knew that. And it's just never too late.
Yeah. And that's good that, you use it to be your motivator, to be your fuel and not set you back. And that's strength right there, because sometimes, little things happen in our lives and we dwell on it and we'll let it hold us back or set us back, but you use it as your fuel. And so that's very beautiful.
Yeah, because that'll keep you sick. You know what I'm saying? If you just keep dwelling on the past, and that's why it's called past. It's your past.
Yeah.
That's the word. Leave it there.
Yes. Oh, girl, we got a lot of people tuning in. Hi, Cheryl Dean. That's one of my family members. Hey, fam, in Arkansas. John Huff, one of my classmates. Keep up the good work. LaVon, she's in the ATL. She's like, hey, Mills, watching. My other classmate, Carrie. Thank you so much.
Are my people watching? I gave them such a long time. They're going to get me.
Yeah,
I got my people.
Where are your people? I don't see them just yet. But I do
Yeah, I
see
think they got the wrong term.
yeah, they may have that because you're on Eastern and we're Central, so they may have
Yeah,
done it.
you know what? Then I got confused. I told them at 9 o'clock. I went back out and said 8:30. So it's just, oh my God! But if they can play it back.
Yep, it's going to be as soon as the show wraps up, it goes automatically. It uploads to YouTube, and then I'm going to email you that YouTube link. It just, that's just what I
Okay.
do. So, and I'll
Thank
text
you
it to you
so
as
much.
well. I want to make sure you can share it with your friends and followers.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
you're so welcome. Oh yeah, tell us about your nonprofit. Now it's called what? Shaking
Bent Not Broken. No, my nonprofit is Bent Not Broken. But
Vent Not
Shaking Up,
Broken
that's my nonprofit. But Shaking Up Entertainment is my production company.
Production Company.
Yeah, that's
Go
for my
girl.
movies. But Bent Not Broken is for my turkey drive I do every year for the single mothers and seniors. I'm starting off with that, and I want to branch out to doing something for the kids for school. But I love the seniors, so that's what Bent Not Broken is. And I feel bent but not broke. That says a
Yeah,
lot. Bent Not Broken. I
that
think I want to name
does.
my next movie Bent Not Broken.
That is a great topic. Bent, not broken, guys. Let that sink in. We
Yeah,
can
don't steal
all
my title, Bent Not Broken, people out there. That's
now
mine. I've been having it for years.
we got
Yeah,
that copy written through here.
yeah, yeah,
we're not
yeah.
we're not gonna let anybody take that one.
All right, guys. Oh yeah, that was a year ago, right here on Bring It in the House, where we talked to filmmaker Cheryl Shake, and she has blown up. Guys, you need to follow her. She's on Instagram and all the social media platforms. She has really blown up since that last episode. So before we get out of here, I don't want to leave without doing what I promised. Of course, this is Black History Month, and we have Black History Trivia. So the few people that just came back, thank you so much for coming back in and tuning in with us, because I do have a little treat for your patience, for just coming back and seeing what we're talking about here. So I got a Black History. What's my trivia question here? I had it earlier. Yeah, there we go. What event sparked the Montgomery bus boycott in 1955? What event? If you know the answer, just text me. Text me on my line, 469-544-9022. Let me give you that number. I have it, I know, pop it here on the screen here. And so you guys can text me with the correct answer. Okay? Text me the answer if you can. What event sparked the Montgomery bus boycott in 1955? If you know the answer, give me a call right now, and I will, make sure you, if I'm not going to be able to answer the line, just your name, address, and that'll be good. And then I can take it from there. Okay. Again, do you know the answer? What event sparked the Montgomery bus boycott in 1955? If you know it, hit me up, 469-544-9022, and I'm going to take care of you. Okay. All right. Other people are coming in now because we all like to feel special, right? I love you guys. This is why I do these things. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Black History Month. And, excuse me so much. Thank you for tuning in and sticking around when we had technical difficulties. Again, we had a good time. Hey, Marva, thank you so much for tuning in. That's my girl. Congratulations to you for receiving the honorary doctorate degree. And so we are so excited for you. And she, let's see here. The answer is, you already see it. That was the Rosa Parks movement. That's it. When she got arrested. That is so true. We already got the answer, baby. So congratulations to Marva. Miss Brown, thank you, Miss Brown Thomas. Let me get that correct. Thank you so much, and happy anniversary to you and your lovely husband. Thank you guys so much. And that's going to do it for me, man. This 30 minutes went so fast. I'll let you guys, get back to your families and enjoy the rest of the Valentine's Day. And we'll see you back here next week right here on Bring It in the House. Thank you.